Maya Rodriguez stared at her computer screen at 2 in the morning. Her bedroom looked like a tornado had hit an electronics store. Wires snaked across the floor between 3 different computers she had built herself. Books about quantum physics sat stacked next to her bed, mixed with empty pizza boxes and energy drink cans. The 16-year-old girl lived in a quiet neighborhood in Phoenix, Arizona. Her parents, Carlos and Linda Rodriguez, were both high school teachers. They worked hard to give Maya a good life, but they had no idea what their daughter was really doing in her room every night. Maya typed quickly on her keyboard. She was posting another solution to a math problem that had been puzzling scientists for years. She used a fake name online because she didn't want anyone to know who she really was. The problem was about how light behaves in space, and Maya had figured out the answer in just 2 hours. She posted her solution on a science forum and closed her laptop. Maya had been doing this for months now. Every few days, she would find another impossible problem and solve it like it was simple homework. She never thought about who might be reading her posts or what they might think. Across the country in Washington, D.C., Agent Lisa Carter sat in her office drinking cold coffee. She worked for the FBI's Science and Technology Division. Her job was to watch for anything that might be important to national security. Tonight, she was looking at something very strange. Lisa had a file on her desk with printouts from different science websites. All the papers were about the same person, but nobody knew who that person was. Someone with the username Quantum Kid had been solving problems that should be impossible for anyone to solve. The solutions were always perfect. They were always right. And they always came from the same computer in Phoenix, Arizona. Lisa picked up her phone and called Agent Kevin Walsh. Kevin used to work at MIT before joining the FBI. He understood science better than most agents. "Kevin, I need you to look at something," Lisa said when he answered. "We have someone posting solutions to advanced physics problems online. The solutions are correct, but we don't know who's writing them." Kevin drove to the office even though it was late. When he saw the files, his eyes went wide. The person calling themselves Quantum Kid had solved 7 different problems in the past month. These were problems that teams of scientists at major universities couldn't figure out. "This is impossible," Kevin said, flipping through the papers. "Look at this equation about black holes. This would take years of study to understand, let alone solve." Lisa nodded. "And it's all coming from one house in Phoenix. We traced the internet connection. It belongs to a family named Rodriguez." The next morning, Maya woke up late as usual. She had stayed up until 4 in the morning working on a new idea about faster-than-light travel. Her parents had already left for work, leaving her a note about eating breakfast and not being late for school. Maya didn't care much about regular school. The classes were too easy and boring. She learned more in one night on her computer than she did in a whole week of classes. But she went anyway because her parents would worry if she didn't. At school, Maya's friend Jake Chen noticed she looked tired again. "You need to sleep more," Jake said as they walked to their lockers. "You look like you haven't slept in days." Maya shrugged. "I was working on something interesting. Did you know that if you change the way we think about time, space travel becomes much easier?" Jake stared at her. Maya often said things that sounded crazy but somehow made sense. He was used to it by now, but it still surprised him sometimes. "Maya, you're 16. You're not supposed to be thinking about space travel." "Why not?" Maya asked. "Age doesn't matter when it comes to ideas. Einstein was young when he came up with his best theories." Back in Washington, Lisa Carter was putting together a team. She called Dr. Patricia Blake, a physicist who sometimes worked with the FBI. Patricia had won awards for her research and taught at Georgetown University. "I need you to look at some equations," Lisa told Patricia over the phone. "We have someone posting advanced physics solutions online, but we don't know who they are." Patricia agreed to help. When she saw the files, she couldn't believe what she was reading. The solutions weren't just correct, they were elegant and simple. Whoever wrote them understood physics in a way that few people in the world could match. "Lisa, these solutions are brilliant," Patricia said. "Whoever wrote them has a deeper understanding of physics than most professors. And look at the timestamps. They're posting these solutions at all hours of the night." Lisa looked at her watch. We need to find out who this person is. If they're working for another country or sharing information with the wrong people, it could be a national security problem. Or, Patricia said, they could be the greatest scientific mind of our generation. That afternoon, Maya sat in her physics class, trying not to fall asleep. Her teacher, Mr. Johnson, was explaining basic concepts that Maya had understood years ago. She doodled in her notebook, drawing diagrams of particle interactions. Mr. Johnson noticed Maya wasn't paying attention. Maya, can you tell us about the speed of light? Maya looked up. Light travels at about 300 million meters per second in a vacuum. But that's not really the interesting part. The interesting part is that space and time are connected. So if you could fold space, you wouldn't need to go faster than light to travel long distances quickly. The class stared at Maya. Mr. Johnson blinked several times. That's actually a very advanced concept, Maya. Where did you learn about folding space? I read about it, Maya said simply. She didn't mention that she had spent the previous night working out the math for how it might actually work. After school, Maya walked home through her quiet neighborhood. She had no idea that hundreds of miles away, FBI agents were planning to visit Phoenix. She didn't know that her late-night hobby had caught the attention of the most powerful government in the world. Maya just wanted to get home and work on her newest idea. She thought she might have figured out how to send messages faster than light using quantum particles. If she was right, it would change everything about how humans could explore space. She unlocked her front door and went straight to her room. Her computers were waiting for her, ready for another night of discovery. Maya had no idea that very soon her quiet life was about to change forever. Agent Lisa Carter walked through the hallways of Desert View High School in Phoenix. She wore a simple business suit and carried a folder full of college brochures. To anyone watching, she looked like just another college recruiter visiting the school. But Lisa was not really a college recruiter. She was an FBI agent on a mission to meet Maya Rodriguez face-to-face. After 3 weeks of watching Maya's online activities, Lisa knew this girl was special. Now she needed to find out just how special. Lisa stopped at the guidance counselor's office. Mrs. Brown, the counselor, smiled and shook her hand. "Thank you for coming to speak with our students," Mrs. Brown said. "Maya Rodriguez is one of our brightest kids. Her grades are perfect, but she seems bored in class most of the time." "That's exactly the kind of student we're looking for," Lisa said, playing her role. "Students who are ready for bigger challenges." Mrs. Brown called Maya to the office over the intercom. A few minutes later, Maya appeared in the doorway. She was shorter than Lisa expected, with dark hair pulled back in a ponytail. She looked tired, like she had been up late again. "Maya, this is Ms. Carter," Mrs. Brown said. "She's here from a special program for gifted students." Maya shook Lisa's hand and sat down. She studied Lisa's face carefully, like she was trying to figure something out. "What kind of program?" Maya asked. Lisa opened her folder and pulled out some fake brochures. "We work with students who show exceptional ability in science and mathematics. Students who might be ready for advanced research opportunities." Maya nodded slowly. "What kind of research?" "Well, that depends on what interests you," Lisa said. "What are you working on these days?" Maya was quiet for a moment. "I've been thinking about problems with current physics models. There are some things that don't make sense the way they're explained in textbooks." Lisa leaned forward. This was exactly what she hoped to hear. "What kind of problems?" "Like how we think about time and space," Maya said. "Einstein's theories are good, but they're not complete. There are ways to work around the speed of light limit if you think about the problem differently." Lisa tried to keep her expression neutral, but inside she was amazed. Maya was casually talking about concepts that most physics professors would struggle with. "That sounds very advanced," Lisa said. "Have you written about these ideas anywhere?" Maya's eyes narrowed slightly. "Why do you ask?" "Well, if you're doing original research, that would be very impressive for a student your age." Maya stared at Lisa for a long moment. Something in the girl's expression changed. Lisa realized Maya was suspicious. "I do some writing online," Maya said carefully. "Just for fun?" Lisa asked a few more questions, but Maya's answers became shorter and more guarded. After 20 minutes, Lisa thanked Maya and left the school. She had learned what she needed to know. Maya Rodriguez was definitely the person they were looking for. That evening, Maya sat in her bedroom staring at her computer screen. Something about the college recruiter bothered her. The woman had asked very specific questions about Maya's online activities. Real college recruiters usually asked about grades and test scores, not about theoretical physics research. Maya opened her laptop and began typing. She was good with computers, much better than most adults realized. She started running programs to check her internet connection and see if anyone was watching her online activity. What she found made her heart race. Someone had been monitoring her internet traffic for weeks. They were tracking every website she visited, every post she made, every file she downloaded. Maya felt angry and scared at the same time. She spent the next 4 hours using her computer skills to trace the monitoring back to its source. What she discovered was worse than she thought. The watchers were not just random hackers. They were government agents, probably FBI. Maya found fragments of files that mentioned her name, her address, and her online activities. She saw references to something called Project Prometheus, but couldn't access the full files. The security was too strong, even for her. The next morning, Agent Kevin Walsh met with Lisa Carter at the FBI office in Phoenix. They had rented a small office space to coordinate their investigation without drawing attention. "How did the meeting go?" Kevin asked. "She's definitely our girl," Lisa said. "But I think she got suspicious. She's smart, Kevin, really smart. She was studying me the whole time like she was trying to figure out what I really wanted." Kevin nodded. "That's what worries me. If she's smart enough to solve those physics problems, she's probably smart enough to figure out we're watching her. What do you think we should do?" "I think we should bring her in for a voluntary consultation," Kevin said. "Explain that we're not trying to arrest her or get her in trouble. We just want to understand what she's capable of." Lisa shook her head. "That's risky. If we scare her, she might run or stop cooperating. Or worse, she might share her knowledge with people who shouldn't have it." Their conversation was interrupted by Lisa's phone. She had received a new email. When she opened it, her blood ran cold. The email was from Maya Rodriguez. It was sent to Lisa's personal FBI email address, which was supposed to be classified. The message was short. "I know you're watching me. I know you're FBI. I know you've been monitoring my internet activity for 3 weeks. I also know there are things you're not telling me about why you're interested in my work. We should talk. But this time, let's be honest with each other." Lisa showed the email to Kevin. His face went pale. "How did she get your email address?" Kevin asked. "I have no idea," Lisa said. "But if she can hack into FBI systems, we have a much bigger problem than we thought." Kevin picked up his phone. "I'm calling Washington. We need more help." That afternoon, Maya waited at the Phoenix Public Library. She had chosen a public place, with lots of people around. She sat at a table in the back corner with her laptop open, working on a new equation. She was nervous, but also curious about what the FBI agents would tell her. Lisa Carter arrived exactly on time. She sat across from Maya and placed a folder on the table between them. "You're very good with computers," Lisa said. "You're very good at pretending to be a college recruiter," Maya replied. "But not good enough." Lisa smiled despite herself. "Fair enough. You wanted honesty, so here it is. I'm Agent Lisa Carter, FBI. We've been watching you because of your online activities. You've been solving problems that should be impossible for someone your age to solve." Maya closed her laptop and looked directly at Lisa. "And you think that makes me dangerous?" "We think it makes you important," Lisa said. "Maya, what you're doing isn't just impressive, it's unprecedented. We need to understand what you're capable of and make sure your knowledge doesn't fall into the wrong hands." Maya was quiet for a moment. Then she opened her laptop again and turned it toward Lisa. On the screen was a complex diagram showing particle interactions. "This is what I've been working on," Maya said. "It's a theoretical framework for faster-than-light communication. If I'm right, it would change everything about how humans could explore space." Lisa stared at the screen. She didn't understand the math, but she could see the elegance of the design. More importantly, she could see the implications. If Maya was right, this technology could revolutionize everything from space exploration to national defense. Maya, Lisa said slowly, I think we need to have a much longer conversation. Maya led Agent Lisa Carter through her garage at home. Her parents were at work, so they had the house to themselves. Lisa stared in amazement at what Maya had built in the small space. The garage looked like something from a science fiction movie. Wires and cables ran along the walls and ceiling. Strange metal devices sat on workbenches connected to computers and monitors. In the center of it all was a large machine that hummed quietly. This is my workshop, Maya said simply. And that's my faster-than-light communication device. Lisa walked closer to the machine. It was about the size of a washing machine, made from parts that Maya had ordered online and built herself. Lights blinked on and off in patterns Lisa didn't understand. Does it actually work? Lisa asked. Maya smiled for the first time since they had met. Let me show you. Maya sat down at a computer connected to the machine. She typed for a few minutes, then pressed a button. The machine's humming got louder. Numbers and graphs appeared on the computer screen. I'm sending a message to a matching device I built last month, Maya explained. The other device is in my friend's garage in California. Lisa watched the screen. After a few seconds, new text appeared. Message received, sending reply now. How long did that take? Lisa asked. About 2 seconds total, Maya said. But the message traveled instantly. The 2 seconds were just computer processing time. Lisa felt her heart racing. If Maya was telling the truth, she had just witnessed the first faster-than-light communication in human history. Maya, do you understand what this means? Lisa asked. Of course I do, Maya said. It means humans can communicate across space instantly. We could talk to people on Mars or other planets without waiting years for messages to travel. Lisa called Agent Kevin Walsh immediately. 30 minutes later, Kevin arrived with Dr. Patricia Blake, the physicist who had been helping them understand Maya's work. Dr. Blake examined Maya's device carefully. She asked Maya to explain how it worked. Maya drew diagrams and showed equations that made Dr. Blake's eyes grow wide. This is incredible, Dr. Blake whispered to Lisa. The theory is sound. If she's right, this changes everything we know about physics and space communication. Is it really faster than light? Lisa asked. It doesn't send matter faster than light, Dr. Blake explained. It uses quantum entanglement to send information instantly across any distance. Einstein called it spooky action at a distance, but he never thought it could be used for communication. Maya overheard their conversation. Einstein was wrong about a lot of things, she said. He was brilliant, but he didn't have access to the technology we have now. Dr. Blake turned to Maya. How did you figure this out? This should have taken years of research by teams of scientists. Maya shrugged. It just made sense to me. I could see how the pieces fit together. Over the next few hours, Maya revealed more of her work. She had theories about energy generation, space travel, and physics problems that scientists had been working on for decades. Each idea was more advanced than the last. Maya, Dr. Blake said finally, you're not just smart. You're operating on a level that I've never seen before. I'm not the only one, Maya said quietly. Lisa and Kevin looked at each other. What do you mean? Lisa asked. Maya walked to her computer and opened an encrypted chat program. The screen showed a list of usernames from around the world. I've been talking to other kids like me, Maya said. Kids who understand things that adults can't figure out. We help each other with problems and share ideas. Lisa felt a chill run down her spine. How many kids? About 30 that I know of, Maya said. But there are probably more. Maya clicked. On a username called Spacetime Jake, a chat window opened. Jake is in London, Maya explained. He's 15 and he's figured out how to manipulate gravity using electromagnetic fields. She clicked on another name. Nina is in Mumbai. She's 17 and she solved the problem of clean energy generation. Her designs could power entire cities without pollution. Lisa watched as Maya showed them more names. Kids from Germany, Japan, Australia, Brazil, and Russia, all of them working on advanced scientific problems, all of them finding solutions that professional scientists couldn't reach. "We call ourselves the New Wave," Maya said. "We think something has changed in human evolution. Our generation seems to understand science and mathematics in ways that older generations can't." Agent Walsh looked worried. "Maya, have any of these kids been contacted by their governments?" "Some of them," Maya said. "Jake says British intelligence has been watching him. Nina thinks the Indian government knows about her work. We're all being watched now." Dr. Blake sat down heavily in a chair. "This isn't just about one genius teenager," she said to Lisa. "This is about a global shift in human intelligence." Maya nodded. "And there's something else you should know. We think we know why this is happening." Lisa felt another chill. "What do you mean?" Maya pulled up a star chart on her computer. It showed the local area of space around Earth. "We've been monitoring radio signals from space," Maya said. "Not the random noise that scientists usually detect. Organized signals, patterns that suggest intelligent communication." "You mean aliens?" Kevin asked. "We think so," Maya said. "The signals are getting stronger. Whatever is sending them is getting closer to Earth." Maya pointed to calculations on her screen. "Based on the signal strength and frequency changes, we estimate that alien ships will reach our solar system within the next 5 years." The room was silent for a long moment. Lisa felt like the world had just changed completely. "You think your generation evolved to deal with alien contact?" Dr. Blake asked. "It makes sense," Maya said. "Evolution works fast when there's pressure. If aliens have been watching Earth and are planning to make contact, maybe human evolution sped up to prepare us." Lisa thought about all the implications. A generation of super-intelligent human children. Alien contact within 5 years. Technology that could change everything about human civilization. "Maya," Lisa said slowly, "we need to protect you and your friends. And we need to prepare for what's coming." Maya nodded. "That's what we were hoping you'd say. We can't handle this alone. We need adult help, but adults who will listen to us and let us work." "What do you need?" Lisa asked. "Resources," Maya said. "Better equipment, secure communication, and protection for all of us. And we need to work together officially instead of hiding what we're doing." Lisa looked at Kevin and Dr. Blake. They both nodded. "I'll call Washington," Lisa said. "This is bigger than any of us imagined." Maya smiled. "Again, Agent Carter, I think this is the beginning of something amazing. Scary, but amazing." As Lisa made her phone call to FBI headquarters, Maya returned to her computer. She opened the chat program and sent a message to her friends around the world. "They're all adults know now. Time to show them what we can really do." 6 months later, Maya stood in a massive underground facility in Nevada. The place was bigger than anything she had ever imagined. Scientists, engineers, and government officials walked through hallways filled with advanced equipment. Everyone was working toward the same goal: preparing humanity for first contact with alien intelligence. Agent Lisa Carter, now Director Carter of Project Genesis, walked beside Maya through the main laboratory. The project had grown beyond anyone's expectations. 37 young geniuses from around the world now worked together in this secret facility. "How are you settling in?" Lisa asked Maya. "It's amazing," Maya replied, looking around at the bustling activity. "I never thought I'd see so many brilliant people working together." They stopped at a large room where Maya's friend Jake Cooper was working. The 15-year-old from London had arrived 2 weeks ago. He was now building devices that could manipulate gravity, something that should have been impossible. "Jake, show Director Carter what you finished yesterday," Maya called. "Out." Jake looked up from his workbench and grinned. He held up a small metal object about the size of a tennis ball. "This can make itself weightless," he said. He pressed a button on the device and let go. The ball floated in the air like it was in space. Lisa watched in amazement as Jake moved, the floating ball around with simple hand gestures. "How does it work?" she asked. "It creates a small field that cancels out gravity," Jake explained. If we make bigger versions, we could build spaceships that don't need rockets to leave Earth. Maya smiled. Jake's gravity manipulator will work perfectly with my faster-than-light communication system. We can build ships that explore space and still talk to Earth instantly. They continued through the facility. In another room, Nina Patel from Mumbai was working on energy systems. The 17-year-old had solved problems that could power entire cities without pollution. Her clean energy designs were already being tested at sites around the world. Nina's power systems can run our spaceships forever, Maya explained to Lisa. No fuel needed, just pure energy from space itself. Lisa shook her head in wonder. 6 months ago, I was just trying to figure out who was posting physics solutions online. Now we're building technology that could change human civilization. They reached the command center of the facility. Dr. Patricia Blake was there with a team of adult scientists, all working to support the young geniuses. On the main screen was a star map showing the local area around Earth. Any new signals? Maya asked. Dr. Blake nodded. The alien signals are getting stronger every day. Our best estimate is that they'll reach the outer edge of our solar system within 18 months. Maya studied the data on the screen. The signals were definitely artificial and definitely getting closer. Whatever was sending them was traveling faster than anything humans had ever built. Have we learned anything new about them? Lisa asked. The signals contain mathematical proofs and physical constants, Dr. Blake explained. They're trying to show us they're intelligent, but we still don't know if they're friendly or hostile. Maya walked to a computer terminal and began typing. That's why we need to be ready for both possibilities. Over the past months, Maya and her friends had been working on more than just exploration technology. They had also designed defensive systems in case the aliens turned out to be dangerous. Jake's gravity manipulators could be used as weapons. Nina's energy systems could power defensive shields. Maya's communication technology could coordinate Earth's defenses instantly. Show her the message system, Jake said to Maya. Maya pulled up a new program on her computer. We've built a network that can send messages to every major government on Earth in seconds, she explained. If the aliens arrive, we can coordinate humanity's response immediately. Lisa was impressed, but also worried. What if the aliens are more advanced than we think? What if our technology isn't enough? Then we have to hope that our generation's abilities are enough to surprise them, Maya said. We think human intelligence evolved this way for a reason. Maybe we're meant to be ready for this moment. Suddenly, alarms started going off throughout the facility. Dr. Blake ran to her computer and started typing frantically. What's happening? Lisa asked. We're getting new signals, Dr. Blake said, her voice excited and scared, much stronger than before, and they're not coming from deep space anymore. Maya rushed to look at Dr. Blake's screen. The data showed signals coming from the edge of the solar system, near Pluto. They're here, Maya said quietly. The command center filled with people as news of the alien arrival spread through the facility. Maya's friends from around the world gathered around the main computer. Nina, Jake, and dozens of other young geniuses all watched as the signals got stronger. What are they saying? Lisa asked. Maya and her friends worked together to decode the alien messages. The signals contained complex mathematics and what looked like star charts. After an hour of work, Maya had translated part of the message. It's a greeting, Maya announced. They're telling us they come in peace. They want to establish communication. The room erupted in excited conversation. Humanity's first contact with alien intelligence was happening, and it seemed friendly. What do we do now? Lisa asked. Maya looked around at her friends. They all nodded at her. They had talked about this moment for months. We respond, Maya said. We show them that humanity is ready to join the galaxy. Maya sat down at her faster-than-light communication system. She began composing humanity's first intentional message to alien intelligence. The message contained mathematical proofs showing human understanding of advanced physics. It included information about human culture, history, and values. Most importantly, it demonstrated the capabilities of Earth's newest generation. Are you ready? Maya asked the room. Lisa nodded. Dr. Blake gave a thumbs up. Maya's friends from around the world stood behind her, all of them part of this historic moment. Maya pressed the send button. Her message raced across space faster than light, carrying humanity's greeting to the alien ships waiting at the edge of the solar system. Within minutes, a response came back. The alien message was longer and more complex than before. Maya and her team worked to translate it. "They're impressed," Maya announced with a smile. "They say our technology is more advanced than they expected from such a young species. They want to meet us." Lisa felt a mix of pride and amazement. The teenage girl she had first met as a suspicious FBI agent was now humanity's spokesperson to alien civilization. "Maya," Lisa said, "I think you and your friends just saved our species." Maya looked out at the stars through the facility's main window. Somewhere out there, alien beings were preparing to make contact with humanity. Thanks to the brilliant minds of her generation, humans were ready. "No," Maya said. "I think we just helped humanity take its first step into a much bigger universe."